Is this you discussing Indian blood? We're going to judge people by whether they have Indian blood, whether they're qualified to run a gaming casino or not?
That probably is me, absolutely. Because I'll tell you what, if you look at some of the reservations that you've approved, you, sir, in your great wisdom have approved, I will tell you right now, they don't look like Indians to me.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
I will tell you right now, they don't look like Indians to me, and they don't look like the Indians. Now, maybe we say politically correct or not politically correct. They don't look like Indians to me, and they don't look like Indians to Indians.
Don't waste your time on those junkyard losers. This country was built on genocide and slavery. We killed all the black guys that were here, and then we shipped in new black guys of our own. And then we brought in Jesus like a bar of soap. Let's go. You know it.
Let's go back in time when the American Indians looked like I look.
Entering the dance arena at this time, we have our Eastern Men War Dancer. Following our Eastern Men War Dancers, we have our Eastern Traditional Dancers. Men's Traditional Dancers.
In the late 1800s, there was something called the Dawes rolls, which was basically a census that made records of people's ethnic backgrounds in order to determine which Native American tribes would get certain land allotments and other benefits. After slavery, many black people were associated with some of these tribes by bloodline, through marriage, through adoption, and even servitude. And because they were associated with these tribes, many black people were entitled to some of these benefits. The government did not want blacks to get these benefits, so they created a separate freedmen's list specifically for black people. They also started to list any full-blooded Native American who had African features as black because they didn't want them getting those benefits either. At the same time, they allowed white citizens to come in and pay money under the table to be listed as part Native American.
1895 and 1896, when a lot of the whites found out the benefits that these blacks are going to be entitled to, a lot of whites went to the Dawes Commission and say, look, why don't you put my name on there? They said, but you're not an Indian. So that's what they said, well, I'll give you $5. So then the rule got around, the policy got around that for $5, that a white could put his name on the Dawes rolls and be called himself an Indian and be entitled to all these benefits, and all their children could be entitled to all these benefits forever. And so that became known as what's called a $5 Indian. And so if you go around now and check most of the Indians, the so-called Indians in America, about 90% of them are not even Indians. Those are just whites now who are passing as Indians. But they're getting all the benefits. And they're not paying any taxes, getting free college education. They put up a little reservation on the land that they don't live on. They have another home off and get all kind of benefits.
Iron Eyes Cody was another famous Native American person. He was in the media for years. In the 1970s, they utilized him for this pollution commercial. He was known as the Crying Indian. So he was a very well-known Native American in American culture. But the reality is, Iron Eyes Cody wasn't Native American at all. He was Sicilian. Both of his parents were from Sicily. So he didn't have one drop of Native American blood in him. He was another fake Indian.
Read his diary on April the 7th, 1728. He actually visited our reservation in Jerusalem, Cortland, Virginia. And what's so interesting about that, he described how our people look. He said the young men came out and their faces were painted and they made all kinds of grotesque figures and they danced for him to the sound of a gore drum stretched tight with an animal skin. Then he said the young women came out and they were tall and shapely and dressed in their finery. Their hair was braided and they had white and blue conch shells in their hair that hung like locks and around their neck. And then they had wrapped around their body a match coat, which was red and blue, which is a shawl, that fitted loosely about their body, that their mahogany skin shone through. Then he went. Let me get this part. He went on to say that these dark angels would make exceptional wives for the English planters, and their dark skin would bleach out in 2 generations. Unquote. That's a quote that he made.
So that was the whole goal, was to try to bleach out, as they say.
Yeah, but it kind of tells you that first Americans were a rich brown people. They were mahogany in color. That these dark angels would make exceptional wives for the English planters, and their dark skin would bleach out in 2 generations. That these dark angels would make exceptional wives for the English planters, and their dark skin would bleach out in 2 generations. That these dark angels would make exceptional wives for the English planters, and their dark skin would bleach out in 2 generations. That these dark angels would make exceptional wives for the English planters, and their dark skin would bleach out in 2 generations.
Are you an Indian or a Native American?
Native American.
Native American.
Yes.
And your name is?
Yanajaha Lone Wolf. And my spiritual name is Wachakpi Olawanwiya, which means star-sung woman. I'm a proud Oglala Lakota Native American woman and a black woman.
From where?
Pine Ridge, South Dakota. But my tribe is from Pine Ridge, South Dakota.
Okay.
Many people know my tribe as the Sioux. Sioux means savage in French. If people knew that Native Americans and the warrior spirit was still alive, then more people would be like, yeah, we could fight. You know, they have that warrior, that strength in them. But the thing is that they want the world to think that we're extinct. They want the world to think that we're extinct. They want us to think, and then that we cannot reclaim back a land that was already ours.
Why do Native Americans sell that right to the casino so they can?
Well, they have the right because of the fact that we're sovereign. I have dual citizenship. I'm an enrolled member of my tribe as well as I'm a U.S. citizen. So, but they have that right, that sovereign right to have casinos.
What do you see in Africa?
I see nothing.
Africa is a big blank continent on this map. What this means is that you are the only person whom we've tested who actually descends from a Native American female.
What do you know about there's pyramids here in the Americas?
The way before them. They all think the way before all of that. So just check all the pyramids right down inside there. It's your own hometown. Just go and look at whatever they call in cartouche or whatever.
Right. And your family comes from where? You say?
Oh, I'm Guyanese. Okay. All the way down in the Amazon. We live among the Mapuche.
Okay.
Check the Mapuche.
I've read a little bit about that's enough, sister.